The official start of summer is right around the corner, which brings with it traditional barbecues, relaxation, and travel. These days, most everyone looks for travel deals online rather than working with a booking agent. It's easier than ever to make sure you're getting the best prices, but also easier to become overwhelmed with the options. For today's episode, I'm presenting you with some of my favorite online travel sites that'll help you find, book, and plan your next trip. Sometimes it's tough to know what you want out of a vacation, where to go, how to keep it under a certain price or flight time. So that's why I suggest taking a look at Travel Muse. You can select what type of theme you want, such as cold or romantic. Choose the price range, and even select the total travel time from point A to B. It'll then search vacation packages and suggest something within your range. I first used Travel Muse around Christmas time, and it actually helped decide where I spent my holiday vacation. If you're in the market for something unusual and you have the proper funds, Luxury Link or Abercrombie & Kent are good sites to visit. They both have travel packages that start at around $3,000. With that, you can plan a trip to Tanzania, complete with a picnic lunch in the wild to greet you when you arrive, and other ridiculous, yet wonderful if you can afford it, amenities. Services like these were usually only available through a travel agent, but these days you can make trips like these happen on your own. I like luxurious travel and destinations, but can't usually afford the price unless I find a special deal. One place that offers such a thing is Gilt Group's Jetsetter travel site. Each day they offer at least 2 new properties for booking, and you can see a week in advance where the hotels will be, but not the price. It gives you ample time for planning. Although Jetsetter is invite only, it's very easy to join. You can either request an invitation or email me at rbtech@rocketboom.com and I can send you one. Gilt Group only gives you the option to book hotels, so let's take a look at some flight purchasing and searching sites. Kayak.com is by far the most popular and always the first fare comparison site I check out when starting to book or plan a trip. You type in your specifications and it searches airline sites and deal sites to aggregate all the prices and information for you in an easy to understand way. You then click on the link you like, hopefully the airline or price of your choice, and it'll take you directly to their site. You don't purchase the tickets from Kayak, they just point you in the right direction. You can, however, set up searches that will notify you when a flight is found under your specifications. They also just added a new feature that shows pricing of flights that originate from your city of choice. Let's see, where can I fly if I have $300 and 2 days to spare? Do you sometimes feel like you're getting ripped off by the ever-changing and fast-moving airline industry? Well then try YAPTA. The name stands for Your Amazing Personal Travel Assistant. It's a service that tracks the prices of airline tickets and then notifies you if the prices drop lower than your originally purchased ticket price. You can either use this information to haggle with the airline for a refund, or YAPTA will do it for you with a $15 fee, which in turn will hopefully save you even more than that. Speaking of flights, if you're picky about where you sit on a plane, like next to the highly trafficked and smelly bathroom, Kuru is the perfect tool for you to use. It has a database of almost every airline and plane type, complete with seating arrangements. That way, you know exactly which seat number to request to avoid any problems. So with all this information and planning, unless you have a professional personal assistant, it's sometimes difficult to keep the flight confirmation, hotel confirmation, rental car confirmation, activity confirmation numbers in order without printing out 10 pieces of paper or forgetting something. That's where TripIt and Glider come into play. Both of these sites aggregate all of your information into a simple to read and simple to share format. There are many ways of getting the information to TripIt, such as emailing your Expedia or Priceline confirmation to the system, then it'll automatically put the info in the right place. You can also connect with friends so they can see when and where you've been traveling. It makes trip building a little more logical. And finally, the bane of almost any traveler's existence is packing. We all hate it, but we all have to do it. Lots of time and effort needs to go into checking the weather. What will you be doing? What will the hotel provide? What will you buy rather than lug around? Just to name a few. Well, to ease your worries is a site called PackWiz. It lists out a checkable list of things you may need during your trip. If you specify you're going to the Bahamas for a diving trip, it'll suggest you bring sunscreen rather than a pair of skis. It'll give you a list and make sure you check it twice, which is helpful for anyone on the go. Next week, I'm going to cover gadgets you should take while you travel. By the end of this series, you'll be all set for traveling to the best places in style. I'm Ellie Rountree, and this has been Rocketboom Tech.